Number 31. Y equals the sine of what? Or the cosecant of what? 2 cosecant of x, right? 31. Oh, it's 2 secant of x? Okay. Thank you. 2 secant of x. So, what are we going to graph? Well, we're going to graph y equals cosine of x, and we're going to graph y equals, let me do it in, what color do I want to go in? Red. Y equals 2 cosine of x. Okay, so quickly, I'll go like this. Zoom. 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Because I don't know how to say negative in Spanish. So cosine of x in purple. In purple. 1, 0, negative 1, 0, 1, 0. In red. Whoop, that's too fat. Red. 2, 0, negative 2, 0, 2, 0. I wait until I have graphed everything out before I put on my asymptotes. I don't try to put them on like first step. Okay? Now I'll throw out my asymptotes. They're going to be right here. And right here. And right here. Parabola, parabola, parabola. Now, officially, the parabolas would be a little skinnier for the 31 than they would be for the normal secant of x curve, because this is a little skinnier here, so it should match this one. But whatever. As long as you get this. Oh, sorry. Forgot this one. Need that one. Need this one. Need this one. Okay. 35. 35. What was the problem the way it appeared in the book? Y equals the secant of x plus pi over 4. So we're going to graph y equals cosine of x and y equals the cosine of x plus pi over 4. Pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi, 5 pi over 2. 1, 2, negative 1, negative 2. 0, or 1, 0, negative 1, 0, 1, 0. So what does the cosine curve do when we have a plus pi over 4? Moves to the left by 2 spots. 2 spots. 2 spots. 2 spots. 2 spots to the left. So from the green, That's where the asymptotes would come from. Okay? And then we did 41, right? 43. So on 43, what was it? Y equals cosecant of, or it's -2 cosecant of x, right? So what's the reciprocal function of cosecant? Sine. So y equals the sine of x. And then we'll draw y equals -2 sine of x. Zero, 1, 0, -1, 0. -2 is 0, -2, 0, 2, 0. So this looks like some screwed up DNA. And then asymptotes. And then from the blue, that's where you draw your parabolas. Okay? Okay. Now, (2.3b) secant and cosecant with periods. So let's go y equals the cosecant of 2/3 x. Y equals the cosecant of 2/3 x. What in the heck happens there? Well, what is 2/3 x? Well, it's 2/3 times x, right? So if we're talking about period, it equals 2 pi divided by 2/3, which is the same as 2 pi over 1 times 3 over 2. The 2's cancel, and it's 3 pi. So our period, instead of being 2 pi long, is going to be 3 pi long. Uh-oh, there's a 3 involved. So before you make out your graph, should you make it pi over 2 4 spaces? No, you should probably make it 3 spaces. Okay? So what are we going to draw? Well, we're still going to draw y equals sine of x. And then we're going to draw y equals sine of 2/3 x. So how's it going to look? Well, it's going to look like this. Boom, 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 boom. Pi, ooh, oh, jeez. 3 spaces to get to pi over 2. 6 spaces to get to pi. 3 pi over 2. 2 pi. 5 pi over 2. 3 pi. Okay? 1, 2, -1, -2. So we're going to first graph sine of x in purple. Purple, sine of x, 0, 1, 0, -1, 0. Looks like that, right? Well, what in the heck will sine of 2/3 x look like? It's got to be longer. Very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my first point and my last point. Where's my first point go? 0. 0, 0 is my first point. Where's my last point go? 3 pi. So halfway in between 0 and 2 pi, I had a point on the x-axis on the original sine curve. So what's halfway in between 0 and 3 pi? 3 pi over 2. And that's how many spaces? Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces. So halfway in between there, or 4.5 spaces, I'm going to have a dot here. At 4.5 spaces past here, I'm going to go down here and have a dot right here. Where am I going to put my next asymptote? 3 pi over 2, because that's where the graph crosses the x-axis. Where's my next asymptote? 3 pi, because that's where I hit the x-asymptote, or x-intercept again. There. There. This point's in the wrong spot, that purple point is. There and there. Okay? We good with that? You can do that? Okay. Gotta do one more problem. One more example. I can't just give one example. Oh, I'm not going to do that to you, but I will do that to you. All right, so let's do this one. Y equals the secant of 2x plus pi over 2 in parentheses. Okay. Last one we're doing today. Before I start, I want to fix this because this isn't quite right. Because I want it as y equals a sine of b times x minus c plus d format. And it's not in that format, is it? What do I have to do to get it in that format? Factor. I heard a factor out there. That's the correct answer. Factor what? Thanks, my screen. Oh.